I would like to welcome you all to Maricopa Unified School District's, I believe it's the 5th annual Spelling Bee Championships for our district. I would like to start off by giving a big round of applause to all of our school-wide spelling winners who are sitting in front of you right now. Thank you. Each one of these spellers went through and did a fabulous feat, which means they were the top 2 spellers at their prospective schools. So every single one of these spellers has already earned marks by actually making it here today. I would like to make sure that we're starting out by making sure everybody in the room is fully aware of all the rules and what to expect for our spelling bee. Spellers, when it is your turn, what we have done is, in order to make it fair, all of you are sitting right now currently in alphabetical order. So if you do not like the order in which you are sitting, you can now blame your parents. Sorry about that, guys. Rules for the district spelling bee are exactly the same as the rules that you did at your individual schools, which means our announcer, which I am pleased to thank our board member, Tori Anderson, will be our announcer for the evening. Tori. When it is your turn to actually be the speller, what you will do is you will rise and stand from your seat. You will come down the middle aisle and you will spell from this microphone right here. You will wait. You will address the announcer. The announcer will give you the word. At that time, if it is a word that is a homonym, which means, for example, if we gave you the word bear and it has 2 different meanings, you would need to know, obviously, which one we need to spell, correct? If it is a homonym, the announcer will actually automatically give you the definition of the word. That way it is clear and everybody knows which words we're referring to. If it is not a homonym, that means it only has one definition. As the speller, it is your responsibility. If you are unclear on the word, you can ask the announcer to repeat the word. You are allowed to ask the announcer for the definition of the word. You can ask the announcer the origin of the word, or you can ask the announcer to use the word in a sentence. You have that right as the speller to ask any of those questions, or all 3 if you need it. And all we ever ask is that you do your best. The words that we will be using are a automatic generated word list based from the county and the state level through the Scripps National Spelling Bee Council. The only 2 people who have seen the words prior to tonight are myself and Tori Anderson as the announcer, because obviously we need to make sure that we're saying them correctly for all of you to do well. Nobody else in this room has been privy to those lists. Also, additionally, spellers, when you get a word, if you happen to spell the word wrong or incorrectly, the announcer will just say, "I'm sorry, that is incorrect." At that time, you will come back to your original seats and sit down. The next speller will come up, and they will be spelling the same word. So you might want to be listening and doing that. The announcer will repeat the word, so they will not give you the correct answer until the spellers are actually spelling it correctly. At that time, if you spell it correctly and sit down, at that time, the person will be unfortunately eliminated from that round. If we get down to the lower rounds, and obviously some of the words do get harder, if nobody in that round spells the word correctly, that word is then eliminated. All spellers are still included in the bee, and they will get a new word and get a new chance to do it. However, if the word has already been spelled correctly and the round continues, at that time, the person who didn't spell it correctly will be eliminated. This, spellers, is a very, very important rule. I need everybody to listen carefully to this one. When you get ready to spell, and say, I'm going to just use an easy word for right now. The word is please. I like please and thank you. They're obviously nice. If the word was please, and as a speller, I start spelling and I say P-L-A. Now we know that is not correct. As soon as that incorrect letter comes out, it's automatically disqualified as the word. You can't start back over and start again. So make sure you're really clear on what letters you want to come out right from the get-go, okay? Because once the letter comes out of your mouth, unfortunately, we can't recorrect after it's been spoken out loud. Yes, question? I believe it's 4 minutes.
Not that I know of, but
Not that you know of, but you can't stand up here for 20 minutes and not spell a word. So we'll kind of move you along, but you have the time to think about it in your head.
Yeah.
And remember, spellers, this is a great question. At that time, if you're thinking about it in your head, you can ask them to use it in a sentence.
Mm-hmm.
You can ask them the definition of the word. That is your right as spellers in order to do that. Okay? Question? Yes, the top two will advance to what we call our district-wide finals, which is through the whole Pinal County. The Pinal County one, I believe, will be held, I want to say it's in the middle to the end of February, and I will have dates and all of that available for you, and that will be actually in Florence at the county offices. And then the winners of the county one will end up going to the state. And the final spelling bee will actually be held at the ASU campus at Arizona State University. And that's later on in the year. And we will give all of that information to the spellers. Okay? Additional questions or things that we need to do before we get started? Okay, at this time, I would like to tell all of you good luck. And this last little piece of advice I'm going to give to our audience members and our parents out there. As parents and guardians and just plain community members, we want our kids to do so well and to be amazing and fabulous. And we can't help it sometimes because, let's face it, these are our pride and joy. Please, I cannot stress this enough. It is so difficult on our own personal human nature that when you hear a word and your child is up here speaking, please do not mouth the word out loud with your child. If the audience is caught mouthing the words as the student is up here, that student will be eliminated. And I would hate for any of our students to be eliminated because the audience members were out actually mouthing the words or any of that ahead of time. So let's give all of our students a fair and fighting chance at this. And as hard as that's going to be, our lips are going to be sealed and they're not going to be moving, and we are going to just wish them the best of luck that we can. Deal? Yes, audience? Thank you. Question, Jaden? Mrs. Anderson?
Excuse me?
When they come up, you will say the word,
Yes.
they will then say the word and spell it, or they will just start spelling it?
It's not a requirement. I know when we did it last year, the student said the word so that they could pronounce it themselves, and then they could ask for definition, word origin, and use it in a sentence. And that really gives you time to think about it. That's how we...
Right. But according to the actual words, you do not technically have to say the word first, but you can. You will not be eliminated by not saying the word first. So she will say the word. You can either say it out loud so that you can hear it, spell the word, say it, and go ahead and have a seat. Great questions. Any other questions before we actually begin? Well, I guess we are officially now started with the Maricopa Unified School District district-wide spelling bee finals. Thank you.
I have a question. There is a conflict. There's a rule that says the next speller does not correct the previous speller's word.
Okay, so we'll just move on to
So I think we should just move on to the next word.
Okay.
I mean, that way that doesn't give the next student
Time to think about it?
an advantage over somebody else. That's
Conferring with my judges. And I just have to say, I have a fabulous team of teachers from every one of the schools that have worked so hard at each of their schools. Students and parents, can we give our teachers a round of applause for helping do this? Clarification on the rule. If the speller misspells the word, to not give anybody an advantage and to be thinking about it ahead of time, they will automatically skip that word and go on to the next word, so students don't have a prior thought process on being able to do it first.
Does that make sense?
In order to make it fair, are we all in agreement, judges?
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you very much, and we will go ahead and get started.
Okay, I think that's good. Okay, do I need to? Okay,
First speller.
first speller.
Is it Lanice? Lanice Andrews.
Okay, Lanice, good luck. The first word is pursuit.
Pursuit. P-U-R-S-U-I-T. Pursuit.
That is correct. Next speller, please. The word is hostile.
Hostile. H-O-S-T-A-L-E. Hostile.
That is not correct. Next speller, please. Your word is juvenile.
Juvenile. J-U-V-I-N-I-L-L-E.
That is not correct. Next speller, please. Your word is ecstatic.
E-X-S-T-A-T-I-C.
That is not correct. Next speller, please. Your word is gourmet.
Gourmet. G-U... Wait. G-O-U-R-M-E-T.
First letter, judges? Yeah, that is not correct. Next speller, please. Your word is jubilant.
Jubilant. J-U-B-E-L-E-N-T. Jubilant.
That is not correct. Your word is disappoint.
Disappoint. D-I-S-S-A-P-O-N-T. Disappoint.
That is not correct. Next speller, please. Your word is elegant.
Elegant. E-L-E-G-A-N-T. Elegant.
That is correct. Next speller, please. Your word is puree.
Puree. P-U-R-A. Puree.
That is not correct. Your word is condiment.
CONDIMENT.
That is correct. Next speller, please. You're the last one? Oh, sorry, it needs to go that in. Don't confuse me. Your word is desperately.
Desperately. DESPRATELY.
That is not correct. Your word is accrued.
Accrued. ACCRUED. Accrued.
That is correct. Your word is ulterior.
Ulterior. ALLTEIR.
That is not correct. Your word is syllable.
Syllable. SYLLABLE. Syllable.
That is correct. Now you can go. Your word is brochure.
Brochure. BRO. CHURE.
That is correct. All right, those spellers that got the words incorrect, you may go sit with your parents. Nice job. Okay, spellers, I want to remind you that you can ask me to say the word again. Okay, you can also, remember, you can ask for the definition, and you can ask for the word to be used in a sentence. So don't forget to use that time. Okay? Don't be afraid to ask. All right. Are we ready for round 2? Yes? Okay. First speller, you're up. Your word is serenade.
Serenade. SERENADE. Serenade.
That is correct. Your word is allocation.
Can you please say the word again?
Allocation.
Can you please give me a definition?
A proportionment for specific purposes or to particular persons or organizations.
Can you please put in a sentence?
The allocation of powers of the United States Constitution is clearly defined.
Allocation. ALLICATION. Allocation.
That is not correct. Your word is technician.
TECHNICIAN.
That is correct. Your word is frivolous.
Frivolous. Frivolous. Frivolous.
That is correct. The next word could be confused. I'm going to give you the definition, okay, and word of origin. All right? So let me say the word, and then I'll give you the definition. The word is calzone. The definition, a baked or fried turnover of pizza dough stuffed with various fillings, usually including cheese.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Yes. Jenna's calzone was so large that it nearly covered her plate.
Calzone. Calzone. Calzone.
That is correct. Your word is emphasize.
Emphasize. EMPHISIZE.
That is incorrect. Okay, that's the end of round 2. Those misspellers, you need to go sit with your parents. The words that you misspelled. Okay, we ready for round 3? Okay. Judge, are you ready? Okay, round 3. First speller, please. Your word is allergenic.
Allergenic. ALLERGENIC. Allergenic.
That is correct. Your word is potassium.
POTASSIUM.
That is correct. Next speller. Your word is matrimony.
Matrimony. MATRIMONY. Matrimony.
That is correct. Okay. The following word could be confused with another word similar in sound. So I'm going to give you the part of speech and definition. Okay? It is a verb. The definition is feel strong aversion for, detest, or abhor. The word is loathe.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Many of the students at Ridgeville Middle School say they loathe pop music.
Can you say it again?
Loathe.
Loathe. LOATHE. Loathe.
That is correct. That's the end of round 3, and everybody was correct. Okay, I wanted to make sure. Yay! Okay, round 4 begins. Speller 1. Your word is siege.
Siege. SIEGE. Siege.
That is correct. Your word is feign.
Can you repeat the word?
Feign.
FADE.
That is incorrect. Your word is whimsical.
Whimsical. WHIMSICAL. Whimsical.
That is correct. Your word is ecosystem.
Can you use it in a sentence?
The fact that his diesel tank was an ecosystem in itself came home to Ray when the algae clogged fuel filter after fuel filter.
Ecosystem. ECHOSYSTEM, ecosystem.
That is incorrect. That's the end of round 4. So those... Okay, so we are down to our last 2 spellers. Okay. Good luck. This is round 5. Judges, we ready? Okay. Speller 1. We're conferring with the judges on something. They need to make sure they spell it correctly.
Because we're at the end of the beat, right, and we're down to 2.
Correct.
So if none of the spellers... They're both still in the round.
For the next round.
Okay.
Okay. All right, are we ready?
Yes.
Okay. This is round 5. Your word is gouge.
Gouge. Gouge. Gouge.
That is correct. Your word is exaggerate.
Exaggerate. EXAGGERATE. Exaggerate.
That is correct. So that's the end of round 5, right? It's just going to keep going. Okay, got it. Just wanted to make sure. All right, round 6. First speller, please. Your word is fedora.
Fedora. FEDORA. Fedora.
That is correct. Your word is compromise.
Compromise. COMPROMISE. Compromise.
That is correct. That's the end of round 6. We're going to go on to round 7, and we're just going to keep going, okay? All right. Next speller, please. Your word is inflammable.
Inflammable. Oh, can you say that again?
Inflammable.
Inflammable. M-A-B-L-E, inflammable.
That is correct. Your word is correspondence.
Correspondence. C-O-R-R-E-S-P-O-N-D-E-N-C-E. Correspondence.
That is correct. That's the end of round 7. Speller 1. Your word is hospice.
Hospice. H-O-S-P-I-C-E, hospice.
That is correct. Your word is surrealist.
Surrealist. S-U-R-R-E-A-L-I-S-T. Surrealist.
That is correct. First speller, please. Your word is phylum.
Phylum. P-H-Y-L-U-M, phylum.
That is correct. Your word is epilepsy.
Epilepsy. E-P-I-L-E-P-S-Y. Epilepsy.
That is correct. You want me to keep saying each round? Okay. All right. That's fine. End of round 9. We're on round 10. Okay. First speller, please. Your word is philosophize.
Philosophize. P-H-I-L-O-S-O-P-H-I-Z-E, philosophize.
That is correct. Your word is carnage.
Carnage. C-A-R-N-A-G-E. Carnage.
That is correct. That's the end of round 10. Next speller, please. Your word is dilemma.
Dilemma. D-I-L-E-M-M-A, dilemma.
That is correct. Your word is incidental.
Incidental. I-N-C-I-D-E-N-T-A-L. Incidental.
That's correct. That's the end of round 11. It's correct. Oh, that's right. I just thought you were dancing. You're going to go out. Oh. You're going to go? You're going to go too? So you can either wait for him to come out or you can
Spellers,
go
just
to
a
the
really
women's
quick
room.
announcement while we're taking a break. All spellers tonight at the end will be getting an award. So if you can stay, you guys will actually be getting your school awards presented to you this evening.
That's how it is in the book. the dictionary. And so there was a question about that. Okay, so we are on round 12. Spellers, are you ready? Okay. First speller. Your word is fluoride.
Fluoride. Fluoride. Fluoride.
That is correct. Your word is auditorium.
Auditorium. Auditorium. Auditorium.
That is correct. That's the end of round 12. Round 13, first speller, please. Your word is gloaming.
Gloaming. Gloaming. Gloaming.
That is correct. Your word is controversy.
Can you say it one more time?
Controversy.
Controversy. Controversy. Controversy.
That is correct, and that's the end of round 13. Round 14, next speller, please. Your word is ensemble.
Ensemble. Ensemble. Ensemble.
That is correct. Your word is cellophane.
Cellophane. Cellophane. Cellophane. Cellophane.
That is correct. End of round 14, round 15. First speller. Your word is cholera.
Cholera. Cholera. Cholera.
That is correct. Your word is extraordinarily.
Extraordinarily.
No, extraordinarily.
Okay. Extraordinarily. Extraordinarily.
Correct. That's the end of round 15. Round 16. First speller. Your word is stroganoff.
Stroganoff. Stroganoff. Stroganoff.
That is correct. Your word is carbohydrates.
Carbohydrates. Carbonhydrates. Carbohydrates.
That is incorrect. So that would be the end of the round. one last word correctly. Okay, so first speller, we will give you one more word. Okay. Your word is pituitary.
Pituitary. P-E-T-U-A-T-A-R-Y. Pituitary.
That is incorrect. So now they both go on to the next round. So you're making this continued round 17? Okay. Okay, next speller, please. Your word is okay. Sorry about that. I'm confused, so I'm just. So we're still in round 17. Okay. First speller. Your word is Afghan.
Afghan. A-F-G-H-A-N. Afghan.
That is correct. Your word is timorously.
May you say it again?
Timorously.
T-I-M-O-R-S-E-L-Y.
That is incorrect. Okay. So first speller, this is your championship word. Your word is tableau.
Tableau. T-A-B-L-E-A-U. Tableau.
That is correct. Congratulations. So do you want all of these spellers to come up? Okay. All spellers, come back to your seats, please. Yes. I am Jackson's mom.
Not yet. I will do that at the very end for the final. Wow, that was exciting. Just to clarify, the end of spelling bee rule, what it states in the last round is that in the last round, when the speller misspells a word, there is a championship word, which means the next word at the end of the bee has to be spelled correctly. We cannot end a spelling bee on a misspelled word. So in that case, that is the condition as to why the rounds kept going, because you have to end the bee on a correctly spelled word. And at that point, if it's incorrect, then you start the round over until you get it to where you end on a correct word. So just to clarify that rule in case anybody was curious. At this time, however, I would like to announce several winners. We do have trophies for all of our students because they were the winners of their school-wide events, like I stated earlier. So, students, when I call your name, I would like you to come up and accept your awards. I am going to start with Sienna Barreras. Come on up. Congratulations. Sienna was one of the winners from Maricopa Elementary School. Great job, Sienna. I'm going to have you, I'm going to have you stand. Cassie Bona. Cassie was one of our winners from Butterfield Elementary. Great job, Cassie. Cassidy Chang was one of our winners from Santa Rosa. Chandler Chang, also another winner from Santa Rosa. Matthew Coles was one of our winners from Santa Cruz. Hunter Crawford, one of our winners from Butterfield. You can go ahead and start, or you can stay right there with me. I like that. Markel David is one of our winners from Desert Wind Middle School. Ronan Gray is our youngest winner from Pima Butte Elementary. Kylie Keys is one of our winners from Saddleback. And actually, I'm going to have you guys start our next line as we go through. Kaya Langford, one of our winners from, and for some reason, is it Santa Cruz? Excellent. Elijah Northern is one of our winners from Maricopa Wells. Nina Sarapo, one of our winners from Saddleback. And I hope I don't mess this up. Luke Stroheim is one of our winners from Pima Butte. And lastly, Jaden Simsick is one of our winners from Desert Wind Middle School. At this time, I would also like to do our runner-up trophy for Elijah Northern from Maricopa Wells Middle School. Elijah, you will be second runner-up. If anything whatsoever happens, you will be on there, and I will double-check. I don't want to guarantee anything, but I will double-check how many winners go to county. Okay, so at this point, you are in second place. Our winner of Maricopa Unified School District's annual spelling bee goes to Lenice Andrews of Maricopa Elementary. At this time, I would also like to say that we are starting a brand new tradition here at Maricopa Unified School District, which is the championship banner for the student who wins the spelling bee gets to house the championship banner at their school for the entire year until next year's bee. Hold one end. Oh my gosh. At Maricopa Elementary School for this year. Great job. Phenomenal. So you get to take this with you to Maricopa Elementary, and you can display it proudly in the front office and make sure that they know that you are the grand prize winner. Deal? Have you hold that? Thank you all. This year's winner, again, is from Maricopa Elementary School, Lanice Andrews. Let's give it up for her. Thank you.